Well, yesterday I meant to say that last week, Mom called me up and told me that there was a small desk for sale up at the old State Farm office there, insurance company, and they had it just sitting outside. Told me to go up and take a look at it. I wanted to get one for my bedroom, just to work on radios and stuff in there in the wintertime. And I went up, took a look at it, and thought, well, it's a little bit smaller than what I wanted. I had this down here, it said make offer, or make an offer. I told the fellow, well, I didn't even know what to offer. I didn't want to insult him. He said, well, you want to insult me? I said, well, I don't know, $20. He said, sold. I said, well, probably should have offered him 10. But I went on ahead and gave him the $20 for it, and it doesn't have drawers in it. It just has a couple little cubby holes down there. Well, the next day, I went up to town, and I went to the Goodwill store just because I always hear people coming up with things there. Well, I went in there and there wasn't nothing at our Goodwill store that was fit to have. Except they had a desk there. The price on it was $2.99. Now it's a bit beat up, but it's a whole lot bigger and still small enough for my bedroom. The top is the only part that looks bad on it. The rest of it doesn't look too shabby. And it has a full-size drawer here, a couple of pencil trays in it. Has one of those slide outs here for setting extra stuff on. The drawers have partitions in them, so I could separate some parts if I needed to. It's got 4 drawers on it altogether. $2.99. So we brought this one home as well. Now I gotta sell that one over there. But I got several things I gotta get rid of. I'm gonna try to sell it and a coffee table and a couple other things and put them on that Washington County site on Facebook, buy, sell, and trade, or Salem's Anything and Everything, stuff like that. And this one here, I'm just going to take some stripper and put it across the top of this thing here, and when I get it down to bare wood, I'm not going to stain it or anything. I'm just going to varnish it to give it a protective coating, and this will go into my bedroom for work on radio stuff this winter. I wanted it deep, and it is, so I can put a little bit of equipment back there and still have an area to work on stuff up here. I'm thinking about getting one of those cutting mats or anti-static mats or something to put on the top here. Only reason I said an anti-static mat is because they're cheaper than the cutting mats. I just want something cheap to put on top of the thing, and you'd be amazed how much just a little piece of nothing is for the top of a desk. And those anti-static mats were still like $16 or something like that, and one of those cutting mats, the size I wanted, was about $26. Just for a little freaking piece of vinyl rubber stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy or anything. I just wanted something flat that I could put on it. But, I mean, I want something fancier than cardboard, but but anyway, I want to go ahead. It's a little bit too cool out to do any work on this cabinet over here right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and it's only about 48 degrees, so I'm not going to worry over trying to do anything else to this cabinet right now. with the toner and stuff because it's a little bit cooler than what I'd like it to be. Tomorrow, I have to take Mom down to have eye surgery. She's got cataracts and she's going to have them taken out and her natural lens taken out and artificial lens put in. I had that done several years ago on my eyes, and I've got 20/20 vision now. She had one eye done here last Thursday, and they're going to do the other eye tomorrow, so I'm taking her down for that. But you got to have somebody to drive her back home. And when I get home, then I may go ahead and try toning that up. I'm going to have to clean the bench off and stuff, though, before I do anything like that, to have a place to put it, to work on it, because I want to get it up off the floor to do that toning work on it. That's where everything stands right at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and get out the stripper and start trying to strip that stuff off the top of that desk. Stripper I don't mind doing in cold weather. Well, it's begun. I've got the stripper on it. Got it brushed around once. Now I want to sit and let it soak for a while and brush it again. I've scrubbed it in better on this side than I have down through here. But I'll come back and get more of it here in just a minute. Well, it's coming along. There's a few stubborn spots like that black stuff there. But you can tell it's picking the stuff up because it's turning from pink into brown. And this is quite a job to do when your scrub brush is a toothbrush. But that's the only scrub brush I've got right now, so that's what I'm using. The great thing about this stuff is that you can leave it on up to 24 hours before it dries. And then if it does dry, you can just put a little bit more of the stuff on there. But what I do is I'll go ahead and scrub the thing and then take a 10-minute break, 10-15 minute break, come back and scrub it again, take another 10 or 15 minute break, come back and scrub it again. After I do that 3 or 4 times, I'll go ahead and scrape this mess off, see what it looks like, and then if I still have any trouble spots, I'll just put some on those and leave them soak on it overnight and scrub them in the morning. But it's coming along. We'll have it for too long. Well, this finish is quite a bit thicker than I was prepared for in just one night. The stuff got pretty saturated with finish, so I went on ahead and scraped it off most of the way. I gotta do a little bit more scraping before I retire for the evening, but it's coming along. I'm getting down to bare wood in some spots, but other spots I got a ways to go yet. Tomorrow, after I get all this finish cleaned off here, after I get all the stripper cleaned off rather, tomorrow I may try a different tack and try some lacquer thinner on there. I might be down enough on this where the lacquer thinner will take some of the darker spots up. If it doesn't, well then I'll go ahead and put another layer of citrus strip on there and pick me up a larger scrub brush. Alright, well, this is Gary signing off.